welcome to the unedited Josh video. Yeah, Editor Josh died again. I probably forgot to feed him, but you know. So yeah, video's not edited. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. And I wasn't gonna play Mario Party, but then I remembered that my copy of Mario Party Superstars has stopped working, so that's great. So yeah, I'm gonna be the controversial game to play, but I'm playing Fortnite. I I know saying that in the first 30 minutes is probably not that great, but hear me out, okay? I'm not playing actual Fortnite because that's cringe. I'm aware of that. I'm playing OnlyUp in Fortnite, which is, yes, still cringe, but it's yeah. If you don't like that, just don't watch the video. yeah. See, I've been playing a lot of this. Mainly because it's my only way of playing OnlyUp. I don't know what consoles OnlyUp is actually on. I don't know if it is on any consoles. I think it's only on Steam. So, that's great. And yeah, I've got to, basically how this one works is that there's, 10 seasons. And, those act as, kind of, levels. So, the final one is Season X. I've got to Season 9. And then I got to a part where I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to get up on the thing. So I had to look up somebody playing it, and now I know what to do, but it still looks pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I don't know how long I'll play this one for, but yeah, and it I went through a lot of games that I could have played. It was either Mario Party or yeah, the only reason I'm level 31 is because of this. I haven't played, I played one actual game, and I won, first of all, because I'm kind of nice like that, I played one game and I won. But, there was a lot of games I could have played for this video. As I said, Mario Party, and then I went to and then I was gonna play Super Mario Party, but then I was like, I'm gonna do Breath of the Wild. And I didn't do Breath of the Wild because it was archived. I could still play Breath of the Wild, but I just feel like OnlyUp will probably be better, I can't remember what I talked about in the last unedited video, because it's been a while. Last time I played Double Dash, I'm pretty sure. How long was that video? So I don't know what this video is going to be called. I'm kind of only doing this because I didn't have a video ready. Well, I could have if I grinded editing. I could probably get a video ready, but I don't really want to do that because I'll probably forget to add something or something. So it's better to just do this, and then next week I can focus on editing that one. Well, Editor Josh can, obviously. And yeah, I was just kind of going through my phone to what's it called, to look for stuff that I can delete to get more storage. And there really wasn't a lot. I started watching a podcast we filmed for Showless, which hasn't been uploaded yet because there hasn't been anything uploaded for Showless yet. But I promise we will soon. I just need to finish editing. I finished editing a Mario Kart video, and then I'm now editing a Wii Sports video. So that's gonna be great. Because I kind of want to do this thing where I always have one other video that I can just upload when it's been a while since we last uploaded, and then I can focus on editing, because so basically we'll upload the Mario Kart video, and then the Wii Sports one will just kind of be if we went a while without uploading, I'll just upload the Wii Sports one, And yeah, we've also filmed a Mario Party video, which I don't remember too much. I'm not gonna lie, but I assume it was good. Balls, man. Oh, I'm alive. Okay, cool. What other videos have we filmed for Showless? We filmed two in IRL stuff. We filmed Who Knows Josh Best, which I think I actually got pretty close to finishing that. But I kind of want to do two gaming videos to start off with, just because I feel like that's what we'll do the most. And what else is there? So yeah, Who Knows Josh Best I think was close to being done. And I made a presentation. It was kind of like a TED Talk kind of thing. And the video was initially it was supposed to be like we would all make a presentation, but they never did it. So I think we're just gonna do that in like parts now. So like this is my presentation, and Harvey will make one, and then Marcus will make one, kind of thing, you know. So yeah, I'm not gonna spoil what my presentation was about, but it was pretty funny. I liked that video. I want to do another one like that, where instead of presenting our own presentations, we basically make one, like Harvey would make one for me to present, you know? And I have no clue what it's about beforehand, and I just have to make stuff up, you know? I think that would be pretty good. We've got, oh yeah, Smash Bros. Red Flags, which was pretty good. Oh. I think the Smash Bros. Red Flags video was good just because it was like, we kind of got to make fun of our like own taste. The server will restart in... Why is it counting up? I don't think it's supposed to be counting up. The server will... I lagged, are you kidding me? Oh my Christ. I don't like that on the left. That's a bit scary. Was he kissing him? No, okay. I thought he was kissing another dude, which, you know, I'm not gonna judge. Yeah, it was just kind of like, Smash Bros. Red Flags was just kind of fun to just be like, you know, like, you think, it was, like, I think the best thing was Harvey and Marcus know nothing about the characters in Smash, like, canonically. But good, I would have cried if I got to, like, Season 8, and then that happened. I would have actually just never played this game again. Which, for some people, that might seem like a good thing, you know? Like, Marcus and Harvey knew nothing about the characters, like, canonically. So it was just like, oh, pick somebody you think is a terrible cook. And then Marcus just picks, like, someone that, like, is, like, like, he picks, like, a Fire Emblem character that might be a good cook. I don't know. I know that Pyra is, but let's be real, it's not like we were gonna get rid of Pyra Mithra when, you know, like, 3 teenage boys talking about Smash characters they want to smash. You think we're gonna get rid of Pyra Mithra? Like no. I think Marcus went with Politana for his final pick. I think Harvey went with Zero Suit, because that's just a very white bread energy answer. I don't know you know, if I've ever mentioned white bread energy on this channel. But basically it's just because Harvey, the only bread he eats is white bread. And he once bought a sandwich and he didn't realise it was brown bread, or like not white bread. And he didn't like it because it wasn't white bread. So yeah, ever since then, we've just kind of realised that he has a lot of, like, you know, he likes Yoshi. That's a very, like, white bread basic opinion, you know? Like, I bet his favourite, like, condom, ketchup, you know? I bet his favourite not condom, no, wait, hold on, no, wait, no. His favourite condom is not ketchup. I don't think ketchup flavoured condoms exist. Well, I don't really know, to be fair. Condiment, that's the word. His favourite condiment is probably, I mean, to be fair, so is mine. I'm not gonna, like, act like that's but, you know, it's still a white bread opinion, you know? I think I chose, like, I don't know, like, Zelda or something. I was, like, so, like, I think Incineroar got left for, like, what's it called? To, like, the final, like, 15 characters. Just because I was like, yeah, he's a cat. But, yeah. And I think Yoshi got left a while because Harvey just likes Yoshi a lot. Like, and I mean a lot. It's, like, quite concerning, you know? And we played Quiplash, which, you know... Where? Oh, he just missed the jump. Oh, you just suck. Basically, if you stand on there, nobody else can stand on, can, like, bounce off it. So that's what I was trying to do. But he just missed the jump. He might have done that on purpose. Ah! It lagged. It literally... That's the only reason I've died on this map so far, I swear. It's like, you know... Huh. Okay, I'm alive. The only reason I downloaded Fortnite again was because Harvey wanted to play it. I don't know why, because I don't think he plays it on his Xbox. But then it just took ages to download, so he had left by the time it downloaded. But then I was just like, I woke up and I saw that there was a notification saying Fortnite downloaded, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play it. I went on to creative because I just don't find like actual Fortnite like fun anymore. And I had heard about OnlyUp, and I saw that they had recreated it in this, and I was like, okay, I want to play that. And yeah, I like the look of games like that, like the streamer bait games. I actually made one. I actually made one. I was gonna say I just designed one, but no, I actually like made a game, and it was like meant to be a streamer rage bait game, you know. And it was called Astral's Epic Adventure because it had to be relating to the theme of space. It was basically just like I made it from using Mario Bros sprites. So it was kind of like, screen based. You had to get to the end of the level, and then like you had to get to a point on the screen, and then you would get transported to the next level, kind of thing. But the physics were like really weird. So basically, if you hit a wall, instead of just bouncing back and landing on your feet, you would land on your back. And, it's very, like, sensitive to that. I don't know why. But, and, like, the overall level design was also just pretty, like, it was pretty, I like the ideas I had for that were actually pretty good. Which was weird because my initial idea, it was like a Smash Bros type of game, like a platform fighter. But I couldn't do that because we actually had to make a prototype, and that was just too ambitious, So I ended up making this game, and I came up with this thing where it was there was like two characters in the factory. They were called Jordan and Peter. I'm not gonna like actually say what this is a reference to. I just want to see if anybody understands it first. Oh my, get used to that. I want to see if anybody understands it first. But basically, Jordan is like really stupid, so Peter has to like explain a bunch of stuff to him. And in like their kind of like little descriptions, I made it so Jordan really likes ants, and I think I said Peter doesn't believe in vitamins or something. I don't even know. I wanna know if anybody understands that reference, because my project was actually filled with references. One of the bosses was called Angry Box, which is obviously a reference to Hungry Box, and just kind of stuff like that. I feel like doing that with a streamer, like focus game, is like kind of genius in a way, just because they can be like, yo, that's me and stuff. And I've actually been thinking about more game ideas for college, even though I'm not, even though I'm on my summer holiday. Land on that, please. I'm actually, oh my god, I deserve to die. No, I didn't mean that literal. I thought of this one idea. I haven't thought about it too much, but it's basically basically the main concept of it is like you take Mario Odyssey with like the moons and stuff, but you put it into like a 2D like place, like an open world 2D platformer where you have to like talk to people, get missions or something, and then you have to collect a certain amount of things to move on to the next world, right? But the thing, like the main gimmick, is that if you die, you respawn as like a completely different like thing. Like it doesn't like it can be like another character, or it can be like an animal or a tree. There's really like it's just pretty stupid. I haven't thought about the idea too much, as I said, like in terms of like other characters. The main one is called Bobble, which is actually it's kind of a reference to a Tray Races video where I named my dude in Tray Races Bobble Free. So his name's Bobble. So, so okay. And if I will still try to do the platform fire idea, just because I feel like designing a platform fire as somebody who plays a lot of them is like I'll basically just be making like my like what I would like in a platform fighting, you know, like good movement, like unique characters, and just like stuff like that, you know. But I want to do that. I was thinking of this. It's like basically like because on like the first bit of college, we like had to do a presentation. Which first of all, I don't care if you're watching, but screw you. I was with someone because it was like a partner thing. He did nothing. He like showed me some memes from Reddit, and that was it. I don't care if you're watching this somehow. Uh, I'm like I did everything. I didn't tell anyone, which now thinking about it, I probably should have. But oh! Why do I keep failing that jump? I swear I never fail those jumps when I play it on my own. But I want to do another presentation because I had this idea where I would like talk about like like we all know like platform fighters like Smash Bros, Rivals of Aether, and I would just name a couple. And I feel like context. I don't like Brawlhalla. I think it's pretty boring. So I would say like, and there's the other one. Starts with like B, ends in like Brawl, and then I would just say like Brawlout, or like one that probably not many people know, but one that I prefer over Brawlhalla. Like a more like comedic approach, and I really like the story of the game I was talking about before. There was a running bit where where the main character Astral, he would just continuously leave the tap on for his sink. I don't know why I thought that was funny, but I kind of wrote that down as like a joke, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep this. I think I can do some special stuff with this. And the final world after you come back to your home planet, it's basically just his house, but it's flooded because he left the sink on. I just thought that was pretty cool, And there's a milkman, who like having a milkman, okay, cool. But the only thing is that the characters don't drink milk. Why am I failing that jump a lot? The characters don't drink milk. They literally can't. They would die if they drank milk. But nobody has the heart to tell him because he's like an old man. So like he's just there. But he's actually evil. I didn't think about that one too much. He's evil, apparently. What else is there to talk about? I feel like I can't really go silent that much, It's like one of my old videos. In my old videos where I didn't edit, I didn't have Editor Josh, who, we don't have right now because, he died. He died unless I doxed myself by accident. I remember last time in the other unedited video I said something. So I'm going to try not to talk about that place again. Because I said a place, which I'll think about it, I don't think it would have really doxed me because it's pretty like, it's not that close. But I'll try not to talk about that too much, What else was there? What else? Oh yeah, games I'm playing right now. I feel like whenever me and Marcus record a podcast and the conversation, like, we don't really have a lot to talk about, kind of ran out of things to talk about, we're just like, yes, what games have you been playing recently? And I was going to do that. I recorded a video with just me and Harvey, like a podcast, and we didn't have anything to talk about. And I was going to be like, yo, so Harvey, what games have you been playing recently? I know for a fact his answer would have been Rocket League and F1, which I've never played F1. I don't care about F1, and I don't like Rocket League. So, that would have been a great conversation. I don't think that podcast is getting uploaded because we made like a Mario character tier list. Which, first of all, making a Mario character tier list with somebody that doesn't know anything about Mario characters sucked. I was just like, yo, Dry Bones is so funny, and Harvey's just like, hey, he's kind of ugly, F. Like, like Harvey didn't know anything. It was either like S, if he liked them, F, if he didn't like them, or B, if he thought they were, like, okay, There was no in between, even though there was, there was D, A, C. Nope. It's either S or D. I mean, F. But yeah, games. I beat Shantae, Half Genie Hero. I bought that at Nerg, and I actually bought a game at Nerg that I liked. I actually really liked Shantae, and I actually want to play more. It was just like, graphically it was great, musically, the Mermaid Falls music goes crazy. Like, Jesus Christ. I would like, if I still had like an outro or an intro, that would be the music in my outro. You know? One thing I didn't really like is that how you just kind of kept going back to the same locations. But it wasn't too bad, because obviously you got more abilities and you could transform into like different stuff and you could open more paths. And there was also like different characters and stuff that came, and it wasn't too bad. Like, that part was like the only real problem I had with the game. And yeah, just a very good game, I like the transformations. They did a really good job at, like, I feel like with some games that have stuff like that, there's always that one that's like really broken, and like all the others, that like you might as well just not use them. But with Shantae, it felt like they all had weaknesses and they all had strengths, but they all had the same amount of strengths and the same amount of weaknesses, And I don't get what the blobfish was. I think he was just a meme, but I like that. And yeah, good game. I think it's like right now it's like the third best game I played this year, but that's like below Sonic Frontiers and Xenoblade 3, which Xenoblade 3 favorite game of all time. Sonic Frontiers I just liked a lot more than I thought I would. I thought I would like it because it looked good, but with Sonic, just because a game looks good, doesn't mean it's gonna be good, But I just thought Sonic Frontiers was great. I liked the music. I liked the story was great. The gameplay just was, good. What's the worst game I beat this year? I think it was like Slap City's like adventure mode. I only beat the Ildu story. It was like fine. I don't think the level design was that great, but it was fine. It was like it's not meant to be like that's not the main thing. Like the main thing is that it's a Smash Bros game, but that like the adventure mode is like a nice bonus. What else? What other games have I beat this year? Oh yeah, I beat Bowser's Fury. I wasn't that crazy about Bowser's Fury. I'm not gonna lie. I've heard people say that it's like incredible. I was just like, yeah, that was pretty good. I rated it like a 7 out of 10. It just took me a while to get used to the controls, which I think is like when somebody says like, oh, the controls in this game are good, they just take a while to get used to. I don't think they should take a while to get used to. Is that like an unpopular opinion? I think you should just like I think getting used to controls is like you can do that. It's not hard to get used to controls. I just feel like preferably I wouldn't have to get used to the controls. It would just play like exactly how I think it should. But yeah, everything else was pretty good. I went into it thinking it was going to be Mario Odyssey 2, which it's not. It's like, it's like Mario Odyssey, like, 0.75, but after oh my god, I jumped, but it didn't come out! After I kind of just took that idea out of my mind, I was like, okay, this is a Mario Odyssey 2. And when I did that, it was like, I started having a lot more fun. About the Bowser's Fury thing, I thought it was like a cool idea, like with Bowser like coming out and stuff, like well done Bowser. What is he coming out as? A furry probably. I don't even know. Hey, have you seen Cat Peach? Like, but like when Bowser is like angry and stuff, I think it's a cool idea, and I like the idea. I just don't really like how, like, sometimes I would be doing something and then he would come. It just kind of felt like, I don't. Why wouldn't you just? Why wouldn't he just do over this bit? I really like that section down there, like up there. I really liked that section, but then you can skip it, and I don't like that. But yeah, Bowser's Fury was pretty good, and right now I'm playing Xenoblade 2. I've always heard people say that Xenoblade like beat 'em ups. He's like a Nintendo YouTuber. He hates Xenoblade 2, and I've always been like, oh, weird. And I've heard other people think Xenoblade 2 is like the worst game out with the three. I thought it was actually very good. I'm enjoying it so far. There is a couple things that I'm just kind of like, well, that kind of sucks. For example, there's been a lot of moments where I've had to Google where to go. Like, usually whenever I Google something in a game, I'm always just like, how do you do this one puzzle or something, Not, okay, where do I go, And I think that's like, the game's fault. Although today on stream, it took me a while to figure out where to go, but then I realized that I just shouldn't have done the fast travel, because I fast traveled out of like the front of the factory or something. This is chapter 4, where you know I shouldn't have, what you had to what you had to do was you had to what's it called? You just had to like talk to a red barrel or something that was right next to the door of the factory. So I kind of screwed myself over there. But there has been a couple like with like the I had to open a gate in chapter 4, and I couldn't figure out how to open the gate, so I ended up doing a skip. Which, to be fair, the skip feels sick to do. But but yeah, everything else I think is great. I like the more like jokey, like light-hearted nature of Xenoblade 2. I think if they went back to that now, I wouldn't really, I think it's a one-off thing. It was like, I'm like, okay, that's really cool, I like the story's pretty good. I like Pyra, Mithra. I always thought Mithra would be the nicer one, just because like Pyra has fire, fire is like anger, but Pyra is the nicer one, and I was surprised by that. But both are great. I think the blade mechanic, you can like form blades, which I think is sick. It's like one of my favorite. Like it's just like one of the coolest like ideas in a game I've ever seen. But I wish some of the more common blades were a bit more unique. Like change up the color at least, because like all the dog ones look the same. Obviously, they have different stats and names and like voices. But apart from that, they're just the same. I kind of wish they like were different colors at least, But with like the rare core crystals, those are really cool. There's one, I don't remember what she's called. Why did they add physics? Why did they do that? None of the other characters do that. Why her? Like thanks. And I like how if a character dies and they were a driver, you can get their blade back, like with Van Damme. Van Damme? I recognise the name Van Damme from another Xenoblade game, but I don't know if it was 3 or 1. I think it was probably 1, because in 2 spoiler alert, he dies. Which I loved Van Damme. I thought he was such a funny character. They said it themselves. He looks like he's gonna kill you, but he actually just laughs a lot. And I think that's a really cool like idea of a character. Like they look really strong, but they're like they have a good personality. They're like stupid, So that kind of sucked. I got to the part where you save Lila, and you save I don't remember what his name is. I'm just gonna call him Dadapon. You saved Dadapon, who is Tora's dad. That moment was great. I loved seeing that. I'm actually on that part of the game now, so I don't have anything else to really talk about. But yeah, good game. And there is that Illusion Island game coming out, which that looks. I hate the fact that game looks good, because it's a stupid Mickey Mouse game. It looks great. It looks like a Rayman game, but it has Donald Duck. I don't want to. Like, what if I what if like when my game review video comes out for like games I beat this year, and I'm just like, yeah, this game with Goofy, best game I played this year. Well, I don't want to be that guy, But it might happen. The game looks good. Now, I feel like Mario Bros. Wonder is like gonna be. I probably won't beat that this year. To be fair, it comes out in October. I might though. I probably will. Let's be real. Everybody's out doing these Halloween parties. I'm at home eating Smarties. No, that was a reference, by the way. I don't. Smarties are pretty okay. Everybody's hosting these Halloween parties, getting drunk. I'm at home, Super Mario. Yeah, and something I haven't really talked about because I'm not really sure if it's gonna actually happen. I started writing a diss track on Harvey because I just thought it would be funny. The more I write of it, the more I'm kind of like, do I make this a thing? Because I started writing a Marcus verse. I'm like writing I'm just like, do I do this? Because if it's good, I feel like it will be very funny. But if it's bad, I mean, it'll also be funny. But I feel like a bad rap is embarrassing, you know? I would know I've made a bad diss track before. So, you know, I was gonna do it as like a you lose your diss track video in Smash. But then I was just like, you know what, I might, you know, if I do this, which I'm not saying I will, do. You know, I just kind of want it to be its own thing, you know? And you know, the main thing is that I've been writing it with an imaginary beat. So that's gonna be a bit weird. Like I might have to like rewrite it when I find a beat. And I need to find a free one. So that's gonna be great. But you know that might happen. Some of the Harvey literally thought it was AI generated, which he hasn't seen my other works on Flaming Ghost Diss Track. I think that was just it. He hasn't seen my work, you know. But this one, it like the writing is a lot better, you know. And I would actually edit it this time. I wouldn't like stutter every 5 seconds, you know. I wish I still had the original Flaming Ghost one because that was funny. I feel like a bad diss track is like hilarious, you know. Just because like you're trying to roast someone, but then in reality, you sound like a child. You know, I'm like, Flaming Ghost, you smell. Okay, what? I feel like I sounded pretty accurate there to what I actually sounded like. Like with the, like, Flaming Ghost, you smell. I feel like I sounded like that. Did I? I feel like I sounded like that. Flaming Ghost, you smell. Your dog. It's cool. I used to get really nervous when I did these parts, but now that I've got to like season 9, I don't really like. Season 5 is actually pretty easy. Same thing with season 6. Season 7 I don't like. Season 7 is my least favorite one. Besides, I guess season 9, that one looks really hard. What is season 8? I can't remember season 8 too much. Season 8, I remember the first time I like messed up a lot, so I ran out of the boost. Like the speed boost, because you have to like run across this thing, you need to like get a speed boost and it can run out. I didn't know that it could run out. So I ran out and now I'm just like, I panic a lot more when I'm doing that. So, yeah. You're gonna, okay, oh my god. I thought I was gonna die for a second. But yeah, let's talk about Nerg. I haven't talked about Nerg much. I'll probably talk about it on the next episode of the podcast. Well, not the next episode, but the next episode I film. But yeah, Nerg was pretty good this year. I would say I probably bought better stuff this year. I won a sword in a raffle. We do raffles a bit differently here in the UK. The prize is either like biscuits, wine, or a sword. But yeah, I won a sword. It's not real. It's not real. Don't call the police. But yeah, I won a sword. I would have literally... No, I'm not getting in your car. No. I'm not getting in your car. I'm not getting in your stupid car. Ha! 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 Get wrecked. Get actually wrecked. I hope that dude never beats this now. Oh my god. I'm so glad that happened. He deserves it. I wish there was voice chat in this. Just because, like, him there, he would have been saying so many, like, curse words and slurs. He would have been, like, you know. I bought another Pez dispenser because, you know. I bought Prime. That's what I wanted to talk about. It was fine. Ever since I bought Prime, I swear it's just been everywhere. Like, I can't get away from it, you know. And Prime was never a thing I, like, really wanted to try. I bought it because I thought it would be funny. That's just kind of it. And it was certainly a drink. It was good, but you know, I wouldn't buy it again probably. But yeah, I was okay. Never mind. I'm not. I was somewhere with Harvey, and we just kept seeing like a bunch of Prime merch, and I said to him, okay, when we're 18, we come back here Every time we see Prime merch, we take a shot. We're not gonna do that, obviously, because I don't want to die because of Prime. But there's so much. None of it's official. I guarantee that none of the merch was official. There was like cotton candy, and the worst part is I know for a fact that the rock we saw was just like regular rock flavors, but rebranded as Prime. And like I already know they made it a lot more expensive because they called it Prime. And like I'm just like, dude, kids are probably buying that, right? Like you're kind of just scamming children, which like you're not technically spamming children, like intentionally, you're not, but come on. Sorry, this part's weird. I don't. Oh! What the balls was that? What did I fall? Oh my god. First of all, I don't think I've ever had my voice that high. Jesus Christ. I sounded like a dog toy. Okay, we're gonna do If I Fall Again, this video ends. And yeah, subscribe. Obviously you probably won't subscribe just from this. But if you watched all the way, then you definitely enjoyed the stuff I was talking about. And yeah, I was gonna say that it's a lot, it's similar to what I do on YouTube, but at the same time, I feel like YouTube is more like jokey, And I feel like with this one, it's just kind of been me talking. So if you like this, then you'll probably like my Twitch. I do a lot of this stuff on Twitch. I tell jokes on there as well, but this one, like I also tell more stories. It's obviously not edited. So yeah, Twitch is in bio. If you did like what I was saying, then you can always still subscribe. I'm not saying don't subscribe. But and yeah, I promise next week's video will be good. Tomorrow and Sonic video, I didn't ask for your opinion. I hope everybody in your family has a great Christmas except you. I hope you turn on the shower. No, never mind. You don't. Yeah, yeah. I remember what game I'm playing, and I'm like, no, never mind. Shower. Oh, that is like a curse word for Fortnite players. Ah! I should stop screaming. My family's gonna think I've been murdered. I hope when you go to bed, both sides of your pillow are slightly too warm. And I hope that you go to McDonald's, you buy fries, and like there's no salt, and you forgot to get salt. Yeah, I'm getting serious now. I'm getting serious now. I'm just waiting for this to end because I have something funny to say. Oh! And I hope you get put on the naughty list. I haven't done this section in a while. It's pretty cool. I hope your car runs out of petrol. Is that okay? Yeah. We're actually doing pretty good. And obviously, you can subscribe to the podcast and stuff. And, yeah. And if you liked any of the stuff I was talking, if you liked the sound of any of the stuff I was talking about with Showless, then go check out Showless. We haven't uploaded yet, but I promise it'll be good. I promise Showless will be good. It's been such a while. Obviously, I've had this channel for a while, like 5 years this year. Jesus Christ. So I've kind of forgot what it was like to start off with YouTube. So I'm kind of looking forward to uploading that first video on Charles and getting like 2 views, and that is me, and then me on my second channel. I'm looking forward to that. Woo! Okay, that's it. Goodbye. Subscribe.